Hi, and welcome to the first FCCS Podcast. I'm Anna. I'm going to be your host, and I just wanted to give a little bit of an update on what's been happening. So recently, Mr. Cooper left to go to his new job in Texas, and we are so grateful for all that he's done, and we really hope that he has an amazing time in his new job. And I also wanted to thank ACSI for coming and accrediting our school, because that's basically how we keep the school running and everything, and it's super cool that they went and came to do it this year, and they were all super nice. Thank you again for doing that. And then I wanted to invite a co-host, Kimber, to help me talk about a couple of things. Hi, Kimber.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Awesome. So I just wanted to talk about prom and how it's been, and since you are on the prom planning committee.
It was super fun. I consider it as a big success. People usually leave before prom is over to go to Denny's or just leave to hang out. And no one left this year, which was, I found that as a good measure of success. We had to change our theme halfway through, but it ended up being okay, so it was just fine, and I had a super good time. I think everyone had a really good time, and most everyone in the high school came, so it was a good turnout.
Awesome. That does sound like it was pretty fun, and I mean, I would understand because I was there. It was a really cool prom. I also wanted to talk about the elections for student council.
Yeah, elections for student council, they're due this Wednesday, the 26th. And I'm going to run for vice president with Sybil as president. So everyone vote for the Rudder-Koteski administration. I think student council is a really good opportunity, and I'm glad to be a part of it for a couple years.
I also wanted to keep you here to talk about sports, since you are very involved with the school and all that it has. So I just wanted to talk about the basketball banquet that had happened.
Yeah, it's really good. I love having sports banquets every year. We get to kind of rehash the season and set up our goals for next year and just set it off on a high note. Usually I like it when it's closer after the season has ended because it's been almost 2 months. But I think it's a good opportunity to just come together, have some dinner, and talk about the season.
Awesome. And then I just wanted to mention the golf season that's been that is coming up or has started. And if you are interested in going to be a part of the golf team, you have to be 8th grade or 8th grade to senior. And if you would like more information on that, I will put Jim Cardwell. I don't know why I spelled that wrong, but Cardwell. I'll put his phone number on the screen, and his number right now is 406-799-3695. And I'll repeat that one more time, 406-799-3695. Thank you, Kimber, for being on.
See you later.
Yeah. And now we're just going to continue on with a couple special events that are happening right now or later on in the school year. And so we'll talk about graduation. Graduation on May 25th, the day will start out with the senior breakfast. Then a baccalaureate will take place for the seniors and their family. And then after that, high school awards. And lastly, on Thursday, the National Honor Society reception will also take place. And after that, then comes Friday. We will start with the pre-K promotion at 8 a.m., ending the day with a senior graduation starting at 6 p.m. And so the next week will be the last week of the school year, which will also be finals week for high schoolers or any students taking high school courses. Though there is an exception if you are a high schooler that has gotten A's in that class for both third and fourth quarter. You don't gotta take the final. Isn't that nice? And so after doing that, I'll explain the whole week and what will be happening on the specific days. Monday is Memorial Day, so we will have that off, and so we don't even have to start the week with a Monday, which is super nice. So we'll start with a Tuesday. And on Tuesday, which is the 31st, this will be the last day for the kindergartners and the first graders and second graders. I can't forget them. They're also super cool. Which Tuesday will also be the rewards for the first and second graders. Good for them. We like that. We like awards. I know I always liked our awards. And then once we move on from Tuesday, we're going to go to Wednesday, right? You know it. And then Wednesday will be the last day in awards for 3rd through 5th graders. And so, which lucky ducks get to have extra days off compared to me, a high schooler. Don't do it. get good grades. All right. And then the 5th graders will also have their promotion after the awards. Okay, and once we're done with Wednesday, we're going to move on to Thursday. Thursday will be the awards and the last day for the 6th through 8th graders, like in middle schoolers. And then 8th grade will have their promotion ceremony the same day. And then we'll move on to the last day for everyone. High schoolers, do good on your finals, or you know. So that'll be the last day for finals and any high schoolers that had to take those finals. And now we're going to move on to senior chapels. Senior chapels are a little something to give you a little backstory on what they are. Senior chapels are just little something, it's like a final project for the seniors. They have to get a topic and then make a senior chapel out of that. And then share it to the middle school and high school. And a lot of times they'll invite their family because this is a very big milestone in their walk in Christ. And so Rafe Thompson just had his recently, and his topic was very, very cool, if I would say. And he had everybody captivated, from the middle schoolers all the way to the teachers. And it was just super cool to see that. And we'll have another senior chapel soon, and this will be the last senior chapel of the year, led by JD Miller, to be specific. And that will be on May 3rd. And then after that, all of the seniors will have a combined chapel just to share a little bit of their story to everyone on May 17th. And so that'll be the end of the senior chapels of this year. And the next year, the juniors of this year will also share their senior chapels. Next, we'll move on to the spring concert that is happening on April 27th. This will be kind of a cool thing for parents to come watch their kids. We will have 2 programs, one starting at 2 p.m. and then the other one, which is our evening program, will start at 6:30 p.m. Make sure to be here for one of those to come support your kids. And then after that, we'll move on to the National Day of Prayer. The National Day of Prayer will take place on May 6th. Parents, what we do on the National Day of Prayer is we go pray on the hour every hour. So say it's 8 and we're in our first period, we'll pray on that hour. 9, we'll pray on that hour, so on and so forth until the end of the day. So parents, feel free to do that with us, whether you're at home or at the school. So thank you for that. And then we'll move on to the Wax Museum happening soon. The Wax Museum is going to be taking place on May 12th, which is a Friday. The 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders will be taking part in this, doing their characters. Parents will be invited to come see and watch their little biography. You're going to watch their biography. And they've worked really hard for this, mind you. I remember when I did it, gosh, we prepared for this for months on end, which is a really fun thing to do. I always really, really enjoyed doing Wax Museum. And then lastly, what we'll talk about is High School Day, or in other words, High School Fun Day. High School Fun Day is a day where high schoolers get to take a break from the school and go enjoy having fellowship with each other and getting to know each other better. We'll have multiple events. We'll usually split the day up into morning sessions and evening, or later in the day sessions. In the morning sessions, we'll probably split into 3, have a sports tournament. I can't disclose many things. And so that'll be really cool for the high schoolers. We get to take a break. This will be taking place on May 19th. So make sure, students, if you're watching this or listening to it, to make sure to ask your parents for just I think it's $5 to $10, maybe $5 to $10, because we will be doing some fun things and some cool things on that day. And also, thank you, Student Council, for making that happen. And I just wanted to end this podcast with a thank you to a couple people who have helped me get this set up, because podcasts are not easy to get ready for. So I'm just going to thank Mr. Bauer for helping me read over my bullet points and helping me get up the mics and the camera. And then I also wanted to thank Kimber for being my guest on the show, podcast, whatever you would like to call it. I am open for suggestions. And then I also wanted to thank FCCS for making this possible. They were the ones who gave me this wonderful studio that I'm in, and it's the wonderful school that we're at. Thank you again, and this is Anna Bauer on the FCCS Podcast. We'll see you guys later.